Okay, so can you see it? Can
Yeah,
you see the meeting now? Okay, great. Okay. So let's get started. So we'll have each team present what they did in the previous 2 weeks and what they plan to do in the following 2 weeks. Tutorial teams, can you please start?
Yeah. So, like we haven't done any peers, like new peers this week. Like we are
Yeah.
waiting for the issues to be solved. Actually, we had solved the issues regarding the professional section boards and advanced section boards, but we haven't got any reply from the mentors yet.
When did you submit? When did you submit the question, and like how many days? And are you still communicating then, or they are not responding it?
Uh, yeah. So like um, the issues that we have created, it is like more than 2 weeks ago, I guess. Some of them.
So no one reply you for none of this four got any reply from the mentor.
No, we haven't got any comments regarding this.
So you mean
Also,
that you
uh,
submit
uh,
for about 2 weeks?
yeah, like it's around 17 days ago. This issue was created.
So did you write any email for following up, or like you just submitted 2 weeks ago and no reply?
I guess we communicated to that volunteers channel on. There is one issue on GitHub. Like there we had
Uh,
written about that. Then I guess Rohitesh had communicated also once or twice, I guess.
okay, I'll check with him. But could you write a separate email to Juan or
Yeah, yeah,
the
I will.
committee again to remind them? I guess because they have like a lot of running projects, so they might miss this.
Yeah, yeah, I will write again. Like I guess Shwetal had written once, but I will write again.
And is it also affect the PRs that you propose next week? I saw that you also have some proposed documents for the following weeks. Are those affect the following week's PR?
Yeah, so like one another thing, uh, like
Mhm.
we had included in our proposal about including the cheat sheet, but
Yeah.
uh, what we're supposed to actually include in the cheat sheet is like a brief description of a bot and a code
Yeah.
snippet to like use it. But we have seen
Mm.
that in the how to guide section, like they had done exactly that way, like, and we think it is a complete repetition of that.
Yeah. For the cheat sheet, I think it's okay to to just leave it and don't do that because it's really like duplicated. It's really similar to others. But I mean that I remember you still propose some PR, some documents for the following weeks. I was asking if like the technical issue you are waiting for the mentor affects the PR you propose that you will do the next week.
Yeah, so like up to week 14, I guess we had to create the professional section tutorials,
Mm.
but like none of the bots are working. Like the bots that were working, we had already created the peers for them, and the rest of them we had already created issues which are not yet solved. So we weren't able to proceed for the tutorials for them. And like in the week 15 and 16 we had cheat sheet, and
Yeah,
so
yeah,
we
yeah.
are also skipping that.
So do you have any plans for like if they are not responding, are you doing something like first or if they later not reply you, you cannot do anything?
Like about the bot tutorials, like we need reply from mentors, but um, like I can look into the whole section if there is anything missing from the tutorials and work on them. Like we had one another
Okay.
thing like the showcase boards that we had proposed in week 16.
Okay, let's see your proposal. Um, so I mean, right now, this part is we're not going to do. You're not going to do this, and this part is you can't do it due to the mentor did not reply your technical issue, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So how about the 16th and the 17th?
Yeah, like here we had written that we will be creating some tutorials for showcase boards. Like actually we had
You mean
like
the videos or oh this one? Huh.
yeah for the third point. So
Yeah.
we are not sure whether to include the tutorials for them. Like these boards are actually too big. Like it is too complex, I guess, for the
Yeah.
documentation. Like
Okay, so you don't know which bots you should you should include in this. So you want the community members to give you some tips like what to include.
yeah, yeah. Like it will be better if we get some feedback from the mentors regarding these showcase
Yeah.
boards because we had gone through these boards, but we had seen these are too complex boards.
Hmm.
Like uh, it might be good to make some articles maybe afterwards, but I guess it's not suitable for the documentation, like including it
What
in
do
the
you mean
documentation.
showcase page? Are they like similar to cheat sheet that you create a a
Uh,
demonstration of something that's you have previously documented? It's like a overview page, is it?
no, no, like there was a showcase page like in the Wechaty that documentation. Like there were some
Okay.
boards that were contributed by some community members, like the other Wechaty community members. Yeah, yeah, these boards, like this Oasis bot, Friday bot. So
Uh,
we had thought of creating these tutorials for these, but we found this to be quite complex to include in documentation.
so you were asking if you can just dismiss this part, or how do you think that uh, because if you ask like a too broad question, I don't think they will reply that. So how do you think that you propose maybe I guess you have document tutorials for quite a long time. So how do you think that you just select some topic you think you can do it and propose to the committee and maybe just like give them options so they could select.
Okay, like
I guess maybe this will be easier for you because I don't want to give you too much burden, and I was afraid that they might like say they might rate something that is too complicated. So if you already have some knowledge about it and you would document the things that you know, that it will save your time.
yeah, so um like
Hmm.
the boards that were like for the beginners, I guess we had already created, and we have created for the advanced boards
Yeah.
also. So like the remaining, I guess everything will be too complex to include in the documentation. Like it may be like separate articles regarding that. Maybe the mentors, like the community members can write about them,
Uh,
but I guess it is not suitable to be included in the documentation, these boards.
yeah. So I guess the better way is to you could write down your proposal, like how you think could do it, and just create an options for the vendors to select. Instead of asking what you need to do to include in the showcase page. Is it better?
Okay, we will try to answer it.
Okay. By the way, I don't know what you're going to do for the video tutorials. Could you explain
Yes,
it? What you prepare to include it, or like which bot you're going to use it?
yeah, like we are not sure actually we will include these video tutorials or not. Like, um, ac- actually regarding this also we need some feedback from the community members. Like, should we include video tutorials or not for this course? Like this will, if we like create video tutorials, it will be, I guess, a lot time consuming, and I guess the documentation is well done for like explaining these tutorials.
Yeah. Did you watch the video tutorials? I know it's in Chinese, but did you watch it?
I guess like it was in Chinese, so I guess I skipped.
Okay. Their video tutorial is just about installing Wechaty. So how do you think that if you just record a very basic, like how to install like the very basic, to use um or to use the Ding Dong bot, I think it will be really quick. This easiest bot.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, yes. Why? Actually, we're thinking of creating one video, maybe like for the very basic creation of a
Yeah.
bot, like the Ding Dong bot. So, like I will
Okay.
discuss with Shwetal once, and we can work on it, like one video for the basic bot.
Yeah, because we already like dismissed the cheat sheet. How do you think that we move it to the video tutorial, but we only include the installation of Wechaty and the Denoba, just the very beginning, when the user first come to Wechaty, they have no knowledge about Wechaty and what they should do for the first time.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, we will work on it.
Install the environment. Yeah. I don't want you to spend too much time, so you just record your you can just repeat everything from the very beginning and just record it. I guess the video would be like less than 5 minutes, or probably just 5 minutes. You don't need to do it very long. Is it okay? Is it affordable for you?
Yeah, yeah. We will work on it. We will do.
So maybe that if you do that, if they didn't reply you for the showcase page, I guess the video and tutorials is like more important or more useful than the showcase page, I guess.
Yeah, like I guess this, as I said, like the showcase page boards are too complex. Like
Yeah.
it will be included in the
Yeah,
document.
yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
so
we
for
can
maybe
work on
we
the
could
video
do
tutorial.
the video. Yeah. Instead of the showcase page. You could Okay, so let's do it. You please write an email saying that you're going to do what you're going to include in your video tutorials. And as you're doing a very basic video tutorials, you are not doing the showcase page nor the cheat sheet, because they are already done by the documentation by your team or the other teams.
Yeah, I will write an email.
Okay, so is it? Oh, okay. Okay, so that's. Do you have other questions, or for last week or the next week's other? Do you have other issues to discuss about?
No, not any other issues, but like we are waiting for those issues to be solved, like that we had created on GitHub. regarding the bots?
Yeah. So our conclusion is that we could write an email to the mentor, to the committee, saying that you have four issues waiting for them, and that affects the documents that you cannot, because you are waiting for them, so you cannot document it. And for the cheat sheet and the showcases page, you will replace it with a short instruction videos.
Yeah, I will write the
Okay.
email by today.
Okay. So we have a conclusion. Great.
Yeah.
Okay. So Shweta, do you have anything to add? Okay, great. So let's move on to the next thing. I guess the introduction and the landing page thing is not joining. So, okay, let's move on to the reference thing. Shweta and Somi, could you talk about what you did for the previous week and the following weeks?
Hi, Simon. Actually, we are waiting for our PRs to get reviewed because by Rui, because we are waiting for a long time now because we have completed
Which
most
one
of
is
our
it?
work. Like we have added it in the GSORT, that dynamic list, GSORT emerging list one. I think it's PR number
865.
1056.
Okay, can you write it down?
Yes, I've written down in the questions and comments section.
Okay. Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Are you waiting for my review, or which one
No,
are you waiting for?
Who are you
waiting?
that's the list where that's a communication issue, right? That we had created, where we have to add all the PRs that is reviewed by the mentors and our teammates. So that in that we have added all our PRs. So we are waiting for it, but it's not reviewed.
I don't really get it. So is there any action item for us for this PR?
We would we are waiting for the PRs to get reviewed and merged. Like a lot of them are left to be merged, and one of them is also blocking progress. As yeah, so it's all mentioned there. Which one is blocking progress? Which PR? Yeah, it's there in that list.
Okay, so you mean you already put all the PR that needs to be merged in this issue, but they are not merged yet, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will check with Rohitesh how about this part. And but I have a question that for this PR, I don't really understand what you mean. This PR is here. So actually, I was asking that I prefer to see just not a instead of just putting a code snippet here, I was expected to see some paragraph about describing what this is.
Yeah, I discussed this with Shraddha too. So we don't really have much description of exactly what the code snippet does, because even in the GitHub repository, only this much was mentioned. So we probably will be mailing the mentors about some more information about exactly what the code is doing.
What do you mean you cannot describe? But you are doing something here, so maybe you can explain why you are like coding like this.
Yeah,
I don't really get it.
Yeah, it's from the Puppet Mock GitHub repository, this code. Yeah, so like they didn't mention, like the mentors created this, right? So they didn't mention any description of what exactly the code is doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you mean that you're not sure what they are doing either?
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess we need support from them. So maybe we write an email to check what they're doing here, because you just post everything on that. It's a bit complicated for users to understand what you're doing here. So how about, do you know the purpose for this?
Okay, the purpose behind this puppet, like mock.
Yeah,
Okay, I can put that. That is somewhere
you
there
could
in.
try to explain this, because, well, to be honest, I don't understand what you're doing. So I'm sorry I couldn't give you like so concrete suggestion, but I was thinking maybe how about you explain what you are trying to get from this code snippet,
Okay.
like what your purpose is and why you are doing it. If the committee didn't replies technical parts. So so first of all, we can try to write an email asking telling them that we're not so sure what these codes are doing, and ask if they could explain it. But if they are not replying, we could just it's an alternative for us. So if they're not replying, we can just write down what the purpose for this. So like what we would get or what the results we will see and why we're doing it. I guess it's okay for you to do this, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, so that's the question I have. Do you have anything to add? Oh, I saw that. So your work is done by this week, so you have nothing to. You have no. I can't remember. Do you have any new proposal for the following weeks, or you have finished all your PRs?
Actually, we have completed only that PR number 865 is blocking our progress. Last bit we have there. So if that PR is merged, then we can complete that part of the work also.
Which one is it?
PR number 865.
Can you also write it down? I don't think I can remember it.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Can you write down the PR number and what's the current status of it and what you are waiting for?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, great. Thank you. So if you complete your project, you can start drafting your final report.
For 865, it's already ready to be merged. Rui wrote that. So she asked Rohitesh to merge it anytime he wanted to. So I guess you also have access, right? So even you could merge it, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
ready. Yeah.
Okay. So please also write down my action item for me. Thank you. Okay, so if you have nothing to add, we'll move on to the next thing.
This week we completed the end term presentation recording, and in the upcoming week we'll submit the blog. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. So you're Baswit, right?
Yes, from the How to Guides team.
Okay. So you mean I saw your proposal that you have finished everything, right? Very great. Thank you. So I expect I will see your final presentation block for next week only, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for everything. Okay, so I think we finished the updates, because I saw the rest of the team has finished their project. So if there, does anyone have anything to add? Okay, fabulous. Move on to the questions. We have finished. We have talked about it. So I guess I'll check this issue later. Does anyone have other questions or comments for us? Okay, so now we will take a group photo. Could everyone open your camera? Hello? Please open your camera. Okay, great. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, great. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming.